So guys, in our previous video, what we see that how to install Angular, okay, and how to open this project in VS Code. If you don't have VS Code, so you can download that. Why I'm suggesting VS Code? Because in VS Code, we'll get all the suggestions, whatever are required. We just need to press Control space, and then we'll get all the suggestions. Okay, now the thing is, where's my output? See, I'm getting output somewhere in my browser. So let me open a browser. And now there, let me fire that URL, which is localhost colon 4200. So this is my output where we write this code. Okay, did we write any code? No, we had not write a single line of code. So Angular had already wrote this code for us, but where? This is your index page. Okay, so if you'll see on this side, so guys, there ideally we'll have some files, but what are the files which we require? This is a most important file, app.module.ts. If you are going to add a new component, so that component will reflected over there. Okay, what are the component that we are going to discuss later? And we'll have this app.component.html file. There you will find the default code. Okay, the complete default code, whatever is reflecting in this page. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove everything, Control A, delete, and I'll just type hi from app. That's it. Okay, now let me refresh this. Now see what I'm getting, hi from app only. So whatever I wrote in this app.html file, app.component.html file, the same is reflecting over there. Okay, if you are using any CSS, so that CSS you can define over there. Okay, whatever you are going to use in this HTML so that it can be interrelated. Now the next thing is, how can we create a multiple components? So guys, to create a component, ideally what we required this command prompt again. So this is my Node.js command prompt. This is my that command prompt. Now see, one thing which is suggestible, if you are working on this Angular project continuously, so don't close this command prompt, because if I'm going to close this, or if I'll press Control C to terminate, see what we are going to use, we are just going to use Control C to stop execution. Okay, to stop this project, and the compilation will stop in that case. And if you want to refresh, so what you will do, see, like refresh was not working. So in that case, we can press Control X, Control Z. You can try with these shortcuts to refresh. Now, how can we create a new component? So to create a new component, now again, what I required? Again, I required a new command prompt. So create a new component. See, we have multiple components. We can have like first component is for login, second component is for like registration, updation, deletion, anything. So what is the command? The command is ng g space c space your component name. Like say if you are going to create a registration or test component, any component name. Now what is this g? G stands for generate, c stands for component. If you want to type the full form, so you can type that full form as well. If you are using VS Code, so you can go with that respective terminal as well. You'll have terminal over there, right? But I'm not going to use this terminal. I'll just tell you that how we can work with that external terminal. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just open command prompt again, CMD. I'll just go to this respective location. That is in D drive, CD, test, Angular, space, 1 second, project. And inside this, I'll have first, enter. Now let me clear this. Okay, now I'm going to create a new component. And if you'll see, so that component will reflected inside the app folder. Now what is the command? ng space g space c and then test. That will create 4 files for you. There we'll have the component file, the CSS file, and these 2 files, module.ts file. See this again, we'll get this module.ts. And if you'll notice, so we'll get this component file, specification.ts file, component.ts file, and then test component.ts file. So now this TS file is important, but these 4 files it created and that update your app.module.ts. So will it, I mean, is it updated? Let me check. Once I'll open that, so you will find that this line is recently added because it created a new component in your Angular project structure. With this, you will also get this test component in your ng module directive. Looks good. Now you can see that this is your test component. But from where it is calling? The question is from where it is calling your app, like say in index.html, which line it is calling? App.root, where this line is. So see, as I tell you that we'll have these files. So let me open this file, app.component.ts file. In this file, what I'll find a selector. So guys, this selector is your name. Like if I'm going to type name, anything, Control S. Now, where is my console? Where this is compiling? There. In this section, it is compiling. This should be refreshed. Okay, it's not refreshing. So if refresh will not work, I need to terminate and then refresh it again. I need to terminate. Okay, I'll just terminate it by using Control X, Control C. Now let me run this again. That will take a couple of seconds only for execution. And now what we'll find an error. What is that error? That error is generating browser. So we can wait. See, there the selector name is name, but in index, we are still calling app.root. So that file will not called. Okay, let me check. Where is my console? So this is my console that is compiled successfully. Now let me copy this once again. And now let me see. Nothing is there on this page. What is why? Because the selector, what is the name of selector? That selector name is name, right? And the file which we are calling, that is app2. So in this case, what I'll do, let me name it as names. Now name is your tag. Let me save this. Let me go back to this page. Let me refresh and I'll get hi from app. So guys, this line selector will be your name, which will be called by the previous component, next component, anywhere, but we need to follow the hierarchy. Okay, you like see in index.html, we should call this app component. Rest of the work will be done by this app component itself. Okay, and there we'll have the app.component.html. Where is this file? This file is at a same location. This dot and slash is saying that is at the same location. If I'll have any folder, so that will come with dot slash that folder name slash that file name. Okay, looks good. But see, this component we created recently, and there we'll have test works. So why it's not printing? Now let me open this component.ts file. TS is TypeScript file. Okay, what is the name of this selector? This selector name is app test. So let me copy this. Let me open this app.component.html. And below this, let me paste this inside Angular bracket. Now let me save that code. I'll go back to my browser and that is there. Test works. So this is the way how we can call a file simultaneously. Okay, if you are going to create another component, so that component you can call at this location. Okay, now let me remove this. Control X, Control S, I'll go back to my page and that is removed. See, now my compiler works fine. Okay, and this is my index.html. Let me remove this name. Let me simply type hi from index. Save this, Control S, I'll go back to this and I need to refresh. Hi from index. Okay, now let me paste that section, the test component name there on index page. Let me save that and let me refresh. It's not showing anything. Right, why it's not showing? Because I'm not follow the hierarchy. So what is the hierarchy? The hierarchy is this should come inside this file. Right, and again, if I'll refresh, I'll not get anything. Why? Because this component app.component.html, we are not calling in index file. So now let me open this. What is the name? Selector name is name. I'll go back to index, and below this, let me create this as a component. Okay, I think I did some mistake. Yes. Name. That's done. Now my code works fine. Refresh. I'll get hi from app. Okay, while I'm getting there, let me put a BR tag, save, and now refresh. Okay, so we'll get this out. So guys, in this video, we see that how to create a component and how to call that component in Angular. So that's it from my side. Thank you.